All right, let's get right to it. We're going to look at the trade of the day. Then we'll come back and look at the daily and the rest of the products. We'll look at the S&P 500 futures here. 5-minute chart, S&P 500 futures. Where's the trade of the day? Let's take a look and bring on the GITTAS Plus indicator, which is going to help us out to see if there's any trades here. And boy, was there ever. Look at this right here, exactly at 9:25 Central Time. Look at this. It says, hey, I think there's a trade. And there it is. Now, the momentum here was negative. If you look at this momentum, right exactly there, momentum was negative. So a bit tricky right here, right? Momentum's negative, but we're at the bottom of the SMI. Guess what? I personally would have waited here. Now it starts going up, 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 up. Okay, and I see momentum crosses over, kind of like, actually right there is another GITTAS Plus indicator, right there. Okay. Am I taking the trade right there? No, I'm not. I wait. What does SMI do? It comes down, and this is where you take the trade, just as it turns up. Why? Because it didn't reach the bottom, and you've got positive momentum. Boom, there's your trade. Okay. Now, some of you say, well, why didn't you just go short down here? Because you're already at the bottom. You don't go short when the SMI is at the bottom. And as it started to rise, we could see that the MACD was starting to hint at going positive momentum. That's why we didn't short up here at the top, up here, because momentum turned positive. Okay. And then when it came down and didn't reach the bottom like that, that's when you take your trade right about there. So I'd say about right in there is where you take your trade. Like right in this area. You're going to pick up a few points right here, maybe like, oh, I don't know, maybe 5 points right here. It comes down. You could get out there if you want to, like when you start seeing red. Okay. It turns up. Guess what? You get in again. Why? Positive momentum. Boom. Another good trade all the way up to there. That's another 5 points. So I'd say maybe 4 points here, 5 points here, looking at 9 points. Guess what? It repeats the process again. Momentum is positive. It doesn't come all the way down this time. This is really bullish. As soon as it turns up, right in here, you go long. You get about another 3 or 4 points here. Okay, big old pullback going into like 130 happens very often. But guess what? Momentum barely stayed positive, but it stayed positive here, right? Momentum stayed positive. Guess what? It turns and goes up. Oh boy, you're in the trade right there. Bam, you're in the trade. And it runs all the way up to 3 o'clock, like 130, 145. It makes this massive run of like more than 10 points. You know, so over here you had like, you know, maybe we'll call it 4. Here you had 5. Maybe you got another 5 here. And then you grabbed, I don't know, looks like about at least 10 points here. So you got 24 points total for the day. A lot of trading going on there, but you pick up the money, $1,200. Bam. Some days you're going to be busy like that. Okay, let's go look at the 15-minute chart. Let's see if there's a trade over there. There is a trade. We don't always have to use the GITTAS Plus indicator. You should be able to spot the trade somewhere in this big rectangle, square, whatever. You should be able to spot a long side trade by looking at the candlesticks and the SMI, the MACD and the SMI, right? 1 here, 2 there is the order. Where would you make the trade? Where is like the absolute positive? There's a couple spots actually. One's a little better than the other, but they're both good. Okay, the first one you always check out is momentum, right? Momentum starting over here, right in this area is positive. Look at this, it starts to go positive. Look at this, dip down, doesn't go anywhere near the bottom. There's your first trade right there, about right here. Bam. You pick up 10 points on the 15-minute chart. Okay, you can guess for the next one. Look how much momentum is here. Look how positive momentum is. Comes down, doesn't even touch the bottom. Guess what? You're in right about there. So somewhere in this area, right about in this line, you take the trade and it's off to the races. So you could use either today you could use either the 5-minute or 15-minute chart to make your trades of the day. A lot of money being made there. Okay, let's go look at the daily chart. Those were the trades of the day. And of course today, as we saw with the intraday charts, was very bullish, 67.75. Nice day. I think there's a little bit, maybe more left in this before this runs out of gas. Yeah. But this could run out of gas as early as tomorrow. So, I mean, it's super bullish, right? Lots of bullish momentum. But this could temporarily run out of gas here. And it may not, but just be aware this could run out of gas a little bit. Doesn't mean it's going to do a big old pullback, but there is December 10th there to be concerned about, right? Okay, let's look at the rest of the products. Bang through these products. Dow Jones Transportation, a little bit of a pullback day. Still looks super positive to me. Very bullish. Has some more room to go. Russell 2000. Yeah, today was a little bit of a pullback day. Is it done? Probably not. Because the futures gapped up yesterday, gave a little bit back. I don't think this is quite done yet. Probably a little bit more in this. Okay? This is super bullish. Don't think it's quite done. NASDAQ, last time I looked, was pretty weak. It's trying to get some legs underneath it. This is not very strong. Yes, it's bullish on the momentum, but man, this, yeah, okay, it's been creeping up here little by little. I think there's more in this still too, but it's not as strong as the other two indices. Okay, so this, I wouldn't touch the NASDAQ. It just doesn't have that healthy look to it. Okay, let's look at the SPX. Yeah, see, the SPX had more green days. See that? And I don't think this is done either. As we looked at the futures, obviously, on the daily chart, SPX pretty much looking the same. Lots of positive momentum. I don't think this is quite finished. There's a little bit more in this probably. Okay. Nike 225. For my members, yeah, the internet was down today for quite a while. Sorry about that in the Discord server, but sometimes, you know, there's nothing you can do about it. ISP was screwing around. Nike 225 doesn't look very strong to me, guys. Tracking sideways here. It's been struggling. It's on the struggle bus coming down. Wants to get going. Can't get going. This just does not look good. Probably going to fail here. Going negative momentum. As a matter of fact, negative momentum came in a couple days ago. I think the Nike 225 is in trouble. I think it's going to go down. Japanese yen. Yeah, trying to get it going. Trying to get going, but it's got a lot of work to do for, you know, before this goes positive. And with December 9th coming up, this product's still in trouble. Still look like it's struggling, even though there's been some green days here. Some upward momentum the last 3 or 4 days. Okay, euro dollar. Same thing here, big old negative momentum. If this thing turns over, which I think it will, that's a short. 6B, going to be very similar to the 6E. See that? Look at that. That is so weak. But sometimes that'll indicate a bottom. Some spinning bottom type candlesticks. Super weak. Gets up here, fails, I'd short it. If it fails. Okay. Let's look at gold. I think gold is gonna go short. I think it's gonna lose some more. I think it's gonna, you know, looks like this is gonna stay negative. Looks like gold's gonna pull back some more here. I think gold's in trouble here. I think gold's good for a short side trade in my opinion. Silver, boy, that just looks like a short side trade to me. It just has that look. That's another short side. I think silver actually looks like a better short side trade than gold. Okay. Let's look at, you know, we don't mind looking at the dollar. You know, we don't really trade it directly. It's been tracking sideways here. Yeah, super choppy, some down days here. Looks like it wants to give up a little bit more, but it sure is bullish on momentum. I don't know, there, bang. Okay. Of course, you can trade the euro dollar opposite the US dollar. Can't really trade the dollar directly. Let's see. Let's look at the crude oil. Yeah, crude oil. I think it's a short side trade, my opinion. I think this is going to lose some value. November 27th is tomorrow, so we do got to be careful that this cycle low could end in a bouncy bounce. So we got to be careful there. But at the moment, this looks like a short side trade to me. Let's see what else. Corn. Wow, corn, look at that. It's finally going negative. No, I shouldn't say negative, but it's certainly not looking strong. Barely gets up there, goes down. That is, okay, new contract, obviously. I just wouldn't trade it right now. I wouldn't touch corn. Let's see what wheat's doing. Oh, big old bounce day. Wow, huge bounce day on a new contract. Yeah, new contract. Which I guess that's March, probably March. Look at that big old bounce. Corn looking, wheat looking like it wants to go up. Now, it's negative territory, so you got to be careful here. I wouldn't trade it long, but it looks like it's going to eventually make good here and go positive. I wouldn't touch it for now. XLP. Whoops. Look at this. I said yesterday or the day before, I thought this was going to get more bullish. Looks like it's really making an effort. Momentum in the next day or two is going to go, by Friday. I know we got Thanksgiving, the holiday, but I think this is about to go positive momentum. Any kind of dippy do in here. And then when it starts to go back up again, I would long it, long as momentum is positive. This looks like this is going to go positive. That's it. Become a member, $7.99 a month. And remember, for members and new members, the premium symbols are in the premium symbols channel on the Discord server. Those symbols are really good. I've been trading the futures long and futures short symbols. You need to check those out. There's a lot of good opportunities in there. I'm telling you, I've been making some pretty good bank on those symbols in the premium symbols channel. For any new member that wants to join, you get the streaming charts on the S&P 500. You get streaming charts on gold. You get nightly emails Monday through Thursday. And there's alerts on the Discord server. You can just right-click on whatever product you want to get alerted on, whether that's S&P 500 or gold. Just right-click, turn notifications on. And like I said, don't forget to check out the Premium Symbols channel. There's some good symbols in there. Talk to you all real soon again next time.